Sup, I'm Alien and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to paint the canvases I've ripped in this video. For context, this is what these canvases used to be, but they got damaged, so I repainted them with roof and ceiling paint. Interestingly, as much as I am inspired by Tim Burton, this is the only time I ever drew or painted actual Tim Burton characters. And no, prepping your canvases with roof and ceiling paint is not ideal, but it's all I had on hand and went with it. For whatever reason lately, I find myself obsessed with Snow White. Specifically, Snow White in my style. Because, and hear me out, doesn't that eerie Tim Burton vibe just pair so well with Snow White? Can anyone else see it? Or is it just me? It's okay if it's just me. But, tell me, what other Disney character do you think pairs well with the Tim Burton vibe? Tell me in the comments, but don't just tell me, pitch it to me, I want to see the vision. For me, it's this. Even though Snow White is a Disney character, it's the original story told by the Brothers Grimm, who also embody that eerie, whimsical vibe I love so much. That said, can you see it now? On a slightly different note though, when it comes to both watercolors and gouache, the rings around the eyes is something that I always battle with. It needs to be a smooth gradient from dark to light with no hard lines. But alas, I fall short every single time. This time though, it worked, and it wasn't smoothly blended out. I think in hindsight, the grey was just light enough to blend seamlessly with the rest of the skin tone. Surprisingly, and I say surprisingly with a lot of intention because it doesn't happen often, but things with this painting just flowed. It just worked. As if all the artistic and creative powers and forces in the universe conspired to work in my favor. Almost suspiciously so. But I'm not complaining because just look at that. Something that stands out for me is that pitch black with that dramatic red on that stark white background. It gives this simple yet moody vibe that I absolutely love. I would like to point out though that I say my style, but in actuality I'm still exploring with my style a lot. And while I have experimented with this softer, more cutesy style, my characters lately, as you'll see in upcoming videos, is a little harder in the face. But I do love this softer, more cutesy style and will definitely revisit it. But I also don't want to put myself in a box too much. I do believe that my art style is my unique artistic and creative identity, and I will continue to develop my style, but I don't want to be blinded by it to a point where I'm not open to trying new styles and ideas. Because, key in point, as I'm preparing for Inktober, and spoiler, I'm drawing characters based on the prompts, I am exploring with different cartoon styles. And it's helping me develop in body poses, postures, facial expressions, and if I was so closed off to trying new styles, it would be an injustice to my growth. And this is my thing, right? This is the thing I enjoy doing the most. Character design, and I want to be able to do it well. Possess the type of skill that can only come from experimentation. And though I kind of lost my way there for a sec, I'm pivoting. And I'll talk more about the pivot in my next reflection video. But for now, there she is in all her glorious beauty. An annoying occurrence though, which I suspect is a result of priming the canvas with roof and ceiling paint, is that the paint kept lifting. It was so annoying and something I experienced quite dramatically on another painting which you'll see in next week's video. But on this painting, I was experiencing it on the bow, but fortunately I just caught it as it was happening and stopped myself before it could get any worse. Because the more you try and fix it, the more the paint lifts. But it's hardly even noticeable, and other than that little detail, everything else is perfection. I couldn't be happier with how this came out. So much, in fact, that I'm reminded of an expression that my father-in-law used to say. Only put your name on your work if you can do so with absolute pride. I wasn't going to sign this painting because I love the plainness of the background. But I am so happy with the result that I decided to put my name on it with absolute pride. Not because I am the creator of this painting, but because I am so proud to have my name on it. And let me just say, though rare, it is such a good feeling. All that said and done, I think this is a turning point for artists. I think this is something that all artists eventually experience. What was that piece of art for you? The one that changed the game for you? The one that validated the artist in you? Tell me about it in the comments, or post a link so that I can go see it with my own 2 eyes. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you think of the art of Snow White in this style, and I'll see you in the comments. Thank you so much for your time.